with my grandson and my mate Neil.
Are you happy with the transfer window?
I am, yeah. A lot of people give Levy stick, but I think he's doing a good job. He's brought players in. You can't be expecting to buy people like Mbappe and Neymar and stuff like that. I think he's managed the club well, and I'm happy with it. Yeah. We'll see what Pedro Porro's like, hopefully, today.
I think we could be doing with more. Personally, I think we could be doing with another midfielder, maybe a attacking striker.
No. No.
Average.
No.
It's okay. It was okay. We signed Porro.
Right, so you're sitting on the fence. My answer was no. And the reason it's no is because we've signed a right back.
It could have been better, but I'll take that Porro guy. He's got to be decent, huh?
The answer's still no.
Oh, it's no then. Sorry.
We needed a right back. I know I just said Emerson played well, but I think as the season went on, I think we did need a right back, and they got that, so I can't argue it. But I think we need a centre back. I think that's. But January's hard, so I'll take what we got. Yeah.
I'm okay with the transfer window because I think we've got two very solid players. I mean, we've got an incredible attacking front line at the moment, anyway. So, and now it's even more incredible. And to bolster the defence, I think yes. And there's only so much you can do in the winter. You've got to wait for players, and I'm pretty sure that Paratici is waiting for players. He knows who's going to sign in the summer. But I think we've got a good team anyway, and to find out, Porro, love Porro, well, with no doubt about it, he's going to be brilliant when his time comes. But Emerson's obviously fighting for that spot right now, so. But I think he'll, it's good that the two of them will be competing. So yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, and we haven't spent 300 million like Chelsea. So that's really good. So I think we're okay. I feel okay for the second half of the season.
What do you think of the current ownership?
I'm impressed with them. I've always been impressed with them because I remember how bad this club was before they came here. And they've built that stadium, they've got a fantastic training facility, and they put us, well, we're fifth in the league. For most of the time that I've supported Tottenham, that would have been acceptable. And people are moaning, but they expect too much.
I think it's great. So far, from what I've seen, and I love the team, I love the players. They represent this community well, I think.
Nah, I feel sorry for him a little bit. I know a lot of other people would disagree, but I think you've got to look where we were compared to now. He has took us forward in terms of this has to be paid for somehow. I think I like a bit more slight ambition in the markets, but it's not as easy as what people think, I think. So I'll take it at the minute, but we have to do a bit better going forward. But it's what it is.
Similarly, I think the problem with the ownership is I think we are the third most profitable football team in Europe right now, which is a pretty good place to be. The only thing I worry about the ownership is that maybe they're not spending enough money, but I don't want to spend silly money because they can. They look after the books, the team is good, obviously the ground is amazing, so yeah, it's getting that balance right. I understand that, I absolutely understand that. But sometimes I do think when we get an opportunity to have a brilliant player, we should just go, do you know what, we've got to do it now. But I'm not Paratici or Conte or Levy. They know, they're obviously having these discussions every day, so they know what's right. But I think sometimes you've got to take a bit more risk. Get a big name in when it's right. No, I'm not saying up front because we've got plenty of big names up front, but somewhere where we've got a weakness, get a big name.
Oh my God.
Do you know what? I'm going to be honest. Don't tell anyone around here though. We could do better. You look at Chelsea and Man City, they're spending hundreds of millions, but it's not like they don't spend no money. We could do better, especially when we had a chance to win the league and they did, and when we got to the Champions League final and they didn't invest. That's poor.
I think we do spend the money, and you can't say they don't spend the money, but I don't think the recruitment's good enough. I think the recruitment we have done with that money is poor, but yeah.
The Bale money
you look at the stadium, you can't really say them too much, to be fair.
Yeah.
Which is a hard thing to say, but yeah.
The stadium needed to happen. That's just progress. It had to happen. But I think since Levy's been here, he's done a fantastic job.
So you're happy with Levy then?
Very, very happy with him. Yeah, I'm a huge admirer of him.
Levy's got to go. He's causing too many problems. He's got to go. He's got to go.
Do you think your views on Levy are, what would you call, unpopular, or would you say?
I would say the majority of Spurs fans would appreciate what Levy does, and the people that are making the noise and waving little flags and stuff are a minority. That's what I think.
What do you have to say to people that say Levy out?
I think they're probably either very young or just a bit silly, because you should be careful what you wish for. You get a new owner and you don't know what's going to happen. It would destabilise the club, and also it's a bit of an insult to the man for what he's done for this club.
In their statement to the Supporters Trust, they say it's clear they back their managers financially. Do you agree?
I couldn't really answer that because I don't know. I really follow the team and its games. I'm not really into the political side of it or the management side of it and what they do. But it seems like they, from the looks of this stadium and the way the team plays, somebody's doing the right thing.
Yeah, I think they do, but then I understand the reasons why they do. You know, I mean, I've been a businessman all my life, so I understand why you have to. But sometimes, depending on what their objectives are and their goals are, you have to take that risk. I mean, if you had to take that risk so we guaranteed Champions League, then you would take those risks. If what you want is to just build the team in the hope that you can do Champions League in really compete in 3 or 4 years' time, then so be it. We're all waiting for that moment again. We had it a few years ago, but Harry Kane, he's not going to be around forever. You know, he's brilliant, but is he going to be brilliant 4 years' time? Where is Son going to be? You know, Kulusevski's young, he can still be there. But we don't know what that team's going to look like. You know, we've got the perfect front line right now, perfect front line to annihilate anybody else in Europe. Absolutely. What we haven't got is everything we need to back that front line up and give them what they need. Tough decision.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't agree with that.
Daniel Levy is a funny man.
I don't agree with that. Reason being, like Pochettino, he got us to the Champions League final, and then he asked for a bit of investment. And they didn't back him. So no,
we've had a lot of opportunities to back managers, and we've actually spent more in managers than what we've done actually backing the managers. Yeah, I would disagree with that statement massively.
Well, they have a wee bit in the transfer there, signing the boys that they signed, but I think that they've done well. I think they've done okay.
I do agree. A lot of people said that Pochettino didn't get the correct backing when it was right and when we were actually flying and got to the Champions League final. But if you actually look at what they spent and who they brought in, they did back him. I'm not sure he got everything he asked for, but then who does?
How far away are Spurs from competing?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What, for the titles? Miles away. Miles away.
Yeah, it's a difficult question.
But it's good because I've got more chance of getting a season ticket because they're so rubbish. You know what I mean? I'm on a waiting list.
I'd say we are 2 or 3 seasons of a good manager away from competing.
How long have you been saying that though?
Since 1994. Come on, the Spurs.
I've been saying that a long time.
I think we can compete. I think we've got every chance in the FA Cup. Unlikely we'd win the Champions League, but it's not impossible. I think we are competing here. Man City have come here the last 4 times and we scored 6 goals, they've scored 0 and we've beaten them every time. We beat them twice last season. If that's not competing, what is?
And do you think Kane will sign a contract?
Well, I hope and pray he does.
No. I think he's gone.
Do you think Kane will sign a contract?
Yes, I do think
I'll be
he
honest.
will. I don't think he should. I don't think he should.
I
don't think he should. But I genuinely think he will. He shouldn't.
I want him to go play
He
for
should
Bayern
go
Munich and win trophies.
Yeah, he should go
You won't know
somewhere.
when to put this on TV.
You don't want him for Spurs anymore then?
No.
Well, we don't win nothing with him, so we won't win nothing
So
without him.
I want him to sign
And
a
I want him-
contract, I genuinely think he will, but he shouldn't. He should go and win he should go and do something elsewhere.
I want him to go and win trophies.
Harry Kane is a lot better than Tottenham.
If he wins them at Tottenham, brilliant. But he's not going to, so yeah, go Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
I'm confident he actually will, yeah. I think he had his chance to go to Man City season before last, and that's... I'm not saying he's staying because he's stuck there. I do think he will sign a new deal.
Only if there's a chance of us getting Champions League football this year. And I don't blame him either, you know. The guy is just an unbelievable talent. And, you know, maybe he needs to live his last couple of years of football out in Madrid, Barcelona, PSG, whoever, you know. I don't want him to go, nobody wants him to go, but we all understand. He doesn't need the money, but he needs that token to put on the wall, whatever it is, whether it's trophies or whatever, and he can get it. He absolutely can.
I hope so. Harry Kane has been incredibly loyal to this team, to this Spurs side, and hopefully that will continue. But if he doesn't, I wouldn't wish him any ill will. You know, he deserves the freedom to move if he wants to. But hopefully we can get some success and inspire him to stay.
And lastly, what are your hopes for the future after tonight?
After tonight, I mean, tonight was great. There's no doubt it was a great win. It was we said earlier, it's a no-lose game because, you know, City don't progress or Arsenal don't progress or whatever, you know, or City progress on Arsenal. But the reality is, we got hope for fourth spot, and staying in the game is all we can ever do. So I'm very happy about that. Got to keep it up. Every single game, against every game we think we might lose against. Now we saw the result yesterday with Arsenal and Everton. Nobody could have thought of that, given where Everton have been and how they're struggling. But you know, they did it, and so we've got to make sure we do it for the rest of the season. Every single game, we've got to come out like we did today, like we're playing Man City, and then I think we'll be okay.